up on the Shield, a well-known musical group from the Sing-Off brings their talents to Valpo.
And Valpo's athletic department looks for input from students, faculty, and staff.
From pizza making to a scavenger hunt, the Valpo Cup brought out all kinds of Valpo students. I'm Molly Smirka.
And I'm Brendan Kinney. That story is first here on the Shield. Students had the opportunity to take part in this year's second annual Valpo Cup. And for more on the story, we turn it over to VUTV news correspondent Steph Hoving. And Steph, like we were talking about, the pizza making and the scavenger hunt, it sounds like a fun event.
And it was, Brendan. I was able to capture the sights and the sounds of this year's Valpo Cup, as well as sit down with the organizers and the participants of the Valpo Cup.
I think we're looking for instilling a tradition on campus that is a great experience for the campus community. We're looking to create some competitiveness, and find what students want to do on campus.
The events this year included a Vuvuzela walk to the Valpo OSU game, a pizza cook-off, a games night, and a scavenger hunt. The pizza cook-off was judged by the chefs of dining services, and the games night included tug-of-war as well as Mountain Dew Pong.
I decided to do the Valpo Cup because it honestly just sounded like a lot of fun, and I knew that the last event was a scavenger hunt, and that is one of my favorite things to do, and so I just thought it would be a lot of fun, like elementary fun, because we're all stressed all the time, and just, to get out here and just run around and go take pictures. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that,
The winner this year was Rock, Paper, Scissors, who won a limo trip to Dave & Buster's in Chicago. Second and third place winners Naked Apes and Phi Sigma Kappa both won gift card packages. The Valpo Cup is an event IMC hopes to continue in the future.
The Valpo Cup is something that we are going to definitely continue in the future, and it's going to grow. This is only the second year, and people remember it from last year and still want those prizes and to have all these different types of events going on through the week.
The Valpo Cup was considered to be a success by many. And Brendan, from the events that I attended, it seemed to be a lot of fun. And we'll be sure to keep out a look for next year's Valpo Cup.
All right, Steph, thanks. Molly?
The annual Jazz Fest took place this past Tuesday. Let's take a listen to the smooth sounds of the Valpo Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Jeffrey Brown. The list of all the Center for the Arts events can be found at valpo.edu/VUCA.
The University Programming Council kicked off their first annual Fall Fest this past week with the showing of the movie Bridesmaids on Thursday. An activities fair was held on Friday where various campus organizations came together for a fun-filled afternoon of crafts, food, music, trivia games, and a chance to battle it out in sumo suits. The Fall Fest continued on Saturday night with the Valpo Hoops Dodgeball Tournament. Students got the chance to meet and interact with players from the men's and women's basketball teams while also competing in dodgeball games. The event, while partnered with the UPC Fall Fest, was a way to get the student body excited for the upcoming basketball season. UPC wrapped up their 4-day event on Sunday with a sold-out trip to the Six Flags Great America Fright Fest.
The Valparaiso University Athletic Department is in its first phase of creating a strategic plan. The department sent out surveys to faculty, students, and staff to gain their feedback on 3 major points: the mission statement, vision statement, and core value statement.
The responses specifically about the mission statement, they were either people that thought it was really good and they liked the way that it tied to the university's mission statement, and then there were people who thought that maybe there should be a little bit more emphasis on academics as opposed to athletics. Although we tell people that it's purposely a little bit more about athletics because we are the athletics department. The next step will be to develop goals for the athletics department and then some objectives to meet those goals. And we do hope to, at some point over the next few months, go back to the campus community with another survey that deals with the goals that we've set and see what their thoughts are on that.
80% of those surveyed had positive feedback about the mission statement and other points of the department. Mark LaBarbera says there will most likely be little to no change of the current athletic department's vision, core, and core value statements.
$500 is available to Valpo full-time undergraduate students wanting to conduct research. The grant money, according to a campus-wide email, can be used for equipment purchases, supplies, photocopying, travels, meals, or lodging to prevent findings at conferences. A Valpo faculty member must be chosen to review student proposals and act as a resource during the research project. Information regarding eligibility requirements, the application format, and the application cover sheet can be found at the website found at the bottom of your screen.
Valparaiso University students, faculty, and staff, along with community members, were treated to an evening of music in the Chapel of the Resurrection. The Saturday night concert featured Committed, an a cappella group that entertained more than 9 million TV viewers with their edgy, soulful, and stellar lead vocals. The group was invited to perform by the Valparaiso Community Festivals and Events and the university. The sextet was originally formed in 2003 in Orlando and hit it big by winning season 2 of NBC's The Sing-Off. This is what the audience was treated to as Committed took the stage.
I'm so sick of it, so I'm declaring right now that I'm set free, being delivered, standing in liberty.
Committed's brand new album is now available on iTunes, including their hit single, Break Free, and all 6 members will appear on the new season of The Sing-Off October 31st for a live performance.
We're going to take a break.
When we come back, we will have your Crusader Sports Update and a look at this week's weather.
We're a Student Alumni Association and we're on VUTV.
I'm Lisa Meadows and I'm on VUTV.
I'm Logan Cohen, I'm on VUTV.
I'm Martina Johnson and I'm on VUTV.
Welcome back to The Shield.
And Storm Shield meteorologist Sean Bailey joins us now. And Sean, last week it was cold and rainy, and now it's nice weather for being the end of October.
Yeah, I mean we've had temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s for the most part, which is really not what we'd expect for this time of year. I mean, we've had just rainy conditions, especially this weekend. But it definitely looks like that's going to make a return, especially as we get into later today and continuing on into early Thursday morning. We have a very cool trend coming along as we get into the later part of this week, especially Thursday and Friday. But also the weekend will also be on the cool side as well. But it'll also be rain-free for all of your Halloween festivities. Halloween also looking to be nice as well. Weather picture for the rest of this week, low pressure just kind of sitting off to our east, and that's going to contribute to some relatively rainy conditions and cloud cover as we move into Thursday, with those showers starting to dissipate a little bit. Then as we get into Friday, this Canadian high pressure system just kind of sits over Valpo, and that will lead to some clear skies, but also to some very sunny conditions and cooler temperatures, because I mean, after all, it is coming in from Canada. By the time we get into the later part of this weekend, more low pressure just kind of comes our way and scoots along. Will also translate to some rainy conditions, especially chance of rain Sunday into Monday. Wednesday, though, temperature will dip down to about 41 degrees. We'll have some showers moving through, and those should end by Thursday morning, which we should top out around 50 degrees. And we should see some sunshine once those clouds start to dissipate just a little bit. And as for your Halloween forecast, we'll hit a high of around 56 degrees. Nice jack-o'-lantern over there with some sunshine and some showers that should be ending by the early morning hours. As we look ahead to the rest of the 5-day forecast, Thursday into Friday, we'll see temperatures ranging in the low to mid 50s, and that's about where they will get up to for high, especially as we get into this weekend. We should have mostly sunny skies, though, so at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel with regards to that. And by Sunday, we'll start to see that cold front move through the area, and that will contribute to some rainy conditions and lead into Sunday morning, or that will lead from Sunday afternoon into Monday morning. Other than that, it looks to be like a nice Halloween weekend.
Well, that sounds great. Thanks, Sean.
And now we turn it over to Drew Taylor, who joins us from the sports desk. Drew?
Thanks, Brendan. It was a busy weekend for Crusader Athletics. The women's soccer team was in action on Sunday as they took on Wright State. The Raiders came out firing, scoring in the first minute of play. However, Valpo would respond. Casey Peterson scored on a penalty kick in the 7th minute. That was followed by Luisa Desario's 4th goal of the year in the 36th minute of play. The Crusaders would hold on to that 2-1 lead until the 88th minute when Allie Metzler found the back of the net to knot things up at 2 apiece. Overtime proved to be uneventful as both teams failed to break the tie. Final score, Valpo 2, Wright State 2. With the draw, the Crusaders moved to 4-2-1 in conference play, which is good for 3rd place The Brown and Gold will now travel to Youngstown State on Friday the 28th for their last match before the Horizon League Championships. The men's team was in action over the weekend, hosting Horizon League foe Milwaukee. Both teams struggled to put their offense together in the first half. That would change in the second half, however, for the Crusaders, as Kevin Miller gathered this rebound off the crossbar and found the back of the net in the 61st minute. With the game still up for grabs, Valpo would strike again. Charles Barden scored on this chip shot from 20 yards out to give the Brown and Gold a 2-0 lead in the 75th minute. That score would hold up as the Crusaders improved to 3-0-1, which is good for first place in the Horizon League. Looking ahead, Valpo will host UIC Saturday, start time scheduled for 7 p.m. at Brown Field. The football team was on the road to take on the Drake Bulldogs this weekend. The Bulldogs came out hot as they took a 28-0 lead after just one quarter of play. Despite a much improved effort from the Brown and Gold in the second half, Drake's 428 total yards of offense would prevail and lead them to a 50-0 win over Valpo. Looking ahead to next week, Valpo will host Dayton on Saturday the 29th, kickoff scheduled for 1 p.m. at Brown Field. The Crusader volleyball team was at home for 2 matches last weekend, beginning with Loyola on Friday. The Brown and Gold looked impressive early on. This tip from Alan Vandenberg would give the Crusaders an 11-5 lead in set 1. Valpo would cruise through the first set. That momentum would carry into the second set as Janelle Hobbs' kill from the middle of the floor would give Valpo a 4-1 lead in set 2. The Brown and Gold would take the second set by a score of 25-16. The Crusaders continued their dominance in the third set, getting off to a 20-10 lead. Mary Dent would put the match away with this kill from the left side of the floor. Crusaders complete the sweep of the Ramblers 3-0. Valpo would continue their homestand on Sunday as they played host to Green Bay. The Phoenix proved to be a tougher test as they took the first and third sets by a score of 25-23. With the match being 2-1 in Green Bay's favor, the Brown and Gold would respond by winning set 4 25-20. It looked like the Crusaders seized control in the final set, taking a 9-3 lead early on thanks to this Ellen Vandenberg kill attempt that went off the hands of the Phoenix and down for the point. Green Bay would storm back, though. Carmen Leiterman's solo block here would cap off an unbelievable comeback for the Phoenix as they took the match 3-2. Looking ahead, the Brown and Gold will hit the road this weekend for a match against Butler on Friday and Wright State on Saturday. For more on these games as well as other Crusader sports, log on to ValpoAthletics.com. That's all from the Shield Sports Desk. Back to you, Brendan.
And finally, Valpo's very own a cappella group, VooVox, performed in front of a technology-savvy audience last Friday. Members of VooVox asked for audience members to tweet their thoughts of the concert to the organization's Twitter account at ValpoVooVox. Several people received prizes such as t-shirts and CDs. The group is featured on the homepage of valpo.edu for their rendition of Valpo's fight song. Let's take a listen.
Crusaders who rise to glory, our challenge has been hurled. Team victorious, our colors glorious, are known throughout the world. Up Arezzo, we're here to back you, our cheers like thunder roar. See our school, our team, see our colors gleam, let's fight for the brown and gold. Crusaders who rise to glory, our challenge has been hurled. Team victorious, our colors glorious, are known throughout the world. Up Arezzo, we're here to back you, our cheers like thunder roar. See our school, our team, see our colors gleam, let's fight for the brown and gold. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Up Arezzo, we're here to back you, our cheers like thunder roar. See our school, our team, see our colors gleam, let's fight for the brown and gold. Fight!
That's all the news from now, right here on our news set. I'm Molly Smirka.
And to watch on-demand VUTV programming, visit youtube.com/ValpoVUTV. For Steph Hoving, Sean Bailey, Drew Taylor, and all of us here at VUTV, I'm Brendan Kinney. Thanks for watching.